Gloria Frazee, Director of Video and Education with Wine Spectator, and with me today is Alberto Arizu, who is the president of Wines of Argentina, and you also are an owner of a winery in Argentina.
Yeah, very well-established family company in Argentina, in Mendoza.
The key regions in Argentina, from north to south?
Is Salta, Catamarca, La Rioja, San Juan, Mendoza, Neuquén, Rio Negro, and Chubut in the southern part.
And if you're looking at the northern regions, all the way sort of to the middle, they're at quite high altitudes.
Especially if you look at Salta, the altitudes are about 2,500 meters above sea level to 3,000 meters above sea level. It's very high altitude.
What does altitude mean for the wine itself?
Well, altitudes allowed a very slow maturation for some grapes, and that's mean a better crop, to have a better juice, and to produce more intense and deep wines. That is interesting in general. But of course, not all the varietals have the same behavior in the altitudes. There are some grapes, for example Cabernet Sauvignon, that is not, it is quite difficult to get a good crop in very, very high altitudes. But for example, Malbec is fantastic between 1,000 meters above sea level to 1,500 meters above sea level, where it's find the correct altitude for the crop.
So the altitude really cools down the temperature, extends the growing season, so you've got time to develop all of these great flavors in the wines and keep their great acidity, so they're really fresh and bright.
Exactly.
And a couple of Argentina's top grapes are the white Torrontés and red Malbec.
Malbec is a French grape, but we found it in Argentina in the mid-19th century. The Malbec has been planted in Argentina for a long time and found in our country the best ideal conditions in terms of soils, the altitudes, the latitudes, and the continental effect in our climate to produce wonderful wines. You can find very fresh juice, young Malbecs, very easy drinking wines. Also, if you go to the complexity, to the more structured, more full body Malbecs after a long maturation in barrels, you can find also very, very fine, very elegant wines, very drinkable also. They are deep in colors, very aromatics, and that is the great diverse of Malbecs in our country. That is fantastic.
Favorite food pairing with Malbec?
Well, for Malbec, definitely is the grass-fed beef. The beef is much more intense and drier. And the Malbec, one of the main characteristics of this grape is the sweet tannins, and the pairing between them is fantastic.
The white grape then, Torrontés.
Well, Torrontés is the most planted white grape in Argentina. It's more than 7,000 hectares, mainly in the north.
So if we're looking at Torrontés from Salta versus La Rioja?
Well, in Salta you have much more floral wines. That is the main aromatics experience. In La Rioja you have much more tropical fruits, for example.
And then food pairing with Torrontés? For
me, the best pairing is with empanadas. You know what is
Yes.
empanadas in Argentina? Is for me is the best one, because the fat of the empanadas matching perfect with the acidity and some bitterness that you have in the palate of the Torrontés. Torrontés is a wine that is not easy for pairing because it's too aromatic, and you have to discover a wide different kind of dishes that you can pair. For example, Asian food, for me, with Thai food, with Indian food, is a fantastic wine for pairing. But if you go to the Argentinian food, empanadas is the best one.
Thank you for joining us, Alberto, and telling us about the diversity of Argentinian wines, whether it's Torrontés or Malbec, whether you have it in a glass or paired with your steak. Delicious.
Thank you very much.